Hi, good evening. This is John Hawkins Jr. with Gateway Counseling Center. We are a counseling center here in South Florida in Boynton Beach, where we do individual, couple, family therapy for all mental health, relational, emotional, spiritual issues. I myself am a trauma and addiction specialist, a couples therapist, and I do peak performance coaching. We have a mission here at Gateway: help as many people as we can in every way we can. Hi, Marcy. How are you? Nice to see you. And so we do this every Tuesday night at 8:15, where I answer questions that come to me throughout the week. You can send those to jonh@gatewaycounseling.com. You don't have to wait till Tuesday night. I'll respond to them during the week. And you can also ask me questions on the live video, and I'll answer those as well. So try to bring different topics and information that can be helpful to you, benefit, encouragement, whatever it may be. And tonight's issue is one I feel like I talk about ad nauseum, but it seems to never go out of style. And that is, the fear of what other people think. I mean, this comes up. There's not a day that goes by, I don't think, this doesn't come up with my clients. It is such a innate thing. Hey, Jamie, what's happening? Nice to see you. Where everybody struggles with this. And so people will, just like people can get anxiety about having anxiety, they can feel shame about having shame. So, I would tell you, you were in good company. We all struggle with this. We all have to battle and overcome it. No one is exempt from it. And, one of the things is we are wired, in our DNA, evolutionary, to care what other people think, because it's got survival value. So through most of human history, we had to be concerned whether the group accepted us or not, or we were dead. So, it is a big deal. So, I was working with one of my clients yesterday, several today, again, always coming up this issue. And, you can read books about shame and get all the rah-rah speeches and motivated. And then when you get out on your own, it's like all the fear and the shame comes back. And, I love watching inspirational videos. I read tons of books, but it's not going to go deep enough to really unhook you from that. That's what's frustrating for so many people. It's like, oh, I thought I was past that, or they were in an environment maybe that was safer, more supportive, and now they're in a more challenging environment. And the number one thing that research shows us attracts people to each other is authenticity. And it takes a lot of courage to be authentic, because everybody's afraid, that who I am, my authentic self, is not enough, because we got shamed by parents, peers, all this stuff has big impact. I mean, I was reading a research study yesterday that showed that, especially like middle school, early high school, that bullying had in this study, a bigger psychological effect than parental abuse. So, a lot of people downplay some of what they went through during those times. And I would tell you they're really traumatic for people. So the way out of the big trap of, being so focused on whatever people think, or what other people think of me, or I've got to be, liked by everyone to feel worthy and accepted. A lot of times it's a defense against also getting abandoned. People will say, well, I don't really fear abandonment. And then as we follow that out, okay, then what would happen if people are upset with you? Well, I don't know. Well, they would be mad at me. Then what happens if they would be, eventually it ends up that they would leave me and pull away from me and disown me. So the way out, the solution to that, is you really have to get in touch with the parts of you that hold shame, that got bullied, that got the peer rejection, that got the lack of affirmation from parents, that got shamed by parents. These parts need help releasing that shame, unhooking from those emotional memories. So now I can feel free to be who I am, and I don't have to push through all this overwhelming, shame and inadequacy that we all get stored up. Everybody has some level of that. The more you have, the more challenging it is, the more defenses we have to develop, the more we're going to be, so focused on what other people think. And it just, nothing will rob the joy of life more than getting stuck, having to, ruminate about what other people think, because I don't want to end up abandoned or feeling overwhelming shame. So, that's a process we do here every day with people. You can send me questions about, I just put a post on LinkedIn today about that, about how to do that, how to start to get connected to those parts, and in a safe relationship, safe environment, to really let those feelings come through being connected to safe people now, so I can finally release. The other part of it is developing connections with people, and you don't need a ton, but just a few people who really accept me for who I am. flaws, imperfections, all. You don't have to agree with me, totally understand where I'm coming from, but you still love and accept me. And I want to be that for other people. You know, one of the things of working through so much of my own shame is everywhere I go, every environment I'm in, I want to create safety for people. I want them to feel safe to be their authentic self, to be, you know, my clients particularly, I want them to be able to explore all aspects of who they are, whether it's a violent impulse, a sexual thought, anything where they can try stuff on and see what's really authentic to them in an area where they're not going to get judged and they get supported and encouraged. So it's disconnecting. There's parts of us that hold the shame. You may not even realize, you know, that's something people like myself can help you see how that shows up in your life. Make the connection between, you know, one guy I was working with in a treatment center one time was adamant that he doesn't care what people think. Then I said, why do you get anxious every time you speak? Because he did acknowledge he had this speech anxiety, and then he was finally able to see, like, okay, because I'm so concerned of not making a mistake, because I'm afraid people are going to judge me, make fun of me, all that kind of stuff. To realize it's innate in us. We all have it. It had survival value, even though, you know, it's not to the same extent anymore. We all battle shame. We all need help releasing from it, and then we need to create safe relationships and be the safe relationship for other people, so they can unhook from their shame, and we can all, when you can get free from that, man, I'm telling you, like, things get a lot quieter and a lot more fun. You know, and early in my career as a therapist, when I was still battling a lot of my own shame, you know, it's like my self-worth was going up and down with every session. If I thought I did great, it felt like I was brilliant. The next session, I'm like, why is anyone even coming to see me or pay me to work with them if that's all I can give them? So, like, again, everybody has it. Now it's just fun because you work through so much of that. So, you know, it is a big driver. I could probably get a lot of reaction if I just talked on shame every video. That's how pervasive it is. I've never worked with one client out of thousands of clients at this point that wasn't part of what we worked on. So like I said, it's everybody has it. Everybody's got to overcome it. Be safe, be kind to others, connect with safe people, unhook from your shame, and you'll be well on your way to being authentic and have a lot more fun and freedom in your life. So if you felt like that was beneficial, please send it on to anybody else that you feel could benefit from it, and you can be a part of us, helping us achieve our mission of helping as many people as we can, every way we can. We're here every Tuesday night, 8:15. You can also find us on Gateway Counseling Center on YouTube, Gateway Center on Instagram, and you can interact with other people on the Mind Zone group on Facebook. So you guys have a great week. I will see you next Tuesday at 8:15. Stay corona free.